Perfect, Deepak. Okay, so we shall start off with the first exercise. All right, and then we'll take it from there. Today and tomorrow we'll try to do some exercises together, and from Friday onwards you'll be on your own. I want you to practice this and identify a strategy that is going to work for you all. All right. Now, if you open this particular book, okay, you'll see lot of script given over there. IELTS Academic 15 with answers. You'll find a lot of script. Okay, the second page gives you the contents of the book. Like you have the introduction, you have the test 1, test 2, test 3, and 4. All right. We are going to work on this particular book, and we are going to work on the reading section. So I want you to turn towards page number 10. Page number 10 gives you reading passage 1. The title is Nutmeg, a Valuable Spice. If you're on that page, just let me know through the reaction buttons. All right. So I'm assuming that you people are on this particular page, Nutmeg, a Valuable Spice. Perfect, Kunal. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So we are on reading passage 1. We should spend around 20 minutes on questions 1 to 13, which are based on reading passage 1 below. Okay. Now, where to find this 1 to 13 questions? If you just scroll to the next couple of pages, you'll come to the questions 1 to 4. Yesterday we did a small session on this. Do you see the questions? Questions 1 to 4. Complete the notes below. Choose one word only from the passage for each answer. Write your answers in the boxes 1 to 4 on your answer sheet. So basically this is a note filling or a sort of a summary filling. All right. The difference between summary and note is, you see the bullet points over here, correct, in that box. So this is basically a note. All right. For a summary, you will not have these bullet points. You'll have the entire paragraph given over there in a different version. When we come to that, you'll understand the difference. But as of now, this is called the note filling. All right. You have to fill the notes below. And you have to choose the right word to work on this. All right. Now, if you look at this particular note, all right, it says that the nutmeg tree and fruit. The first question, the leaves of the tree are dash in shape. All right, what is it? The leaves of the tree are dash in shape. All right, the indicators over here are, this is talking about some leaves of the tree, and what shape it is in. All right, this is what the first question is asking for. Now, if you go to the first paragraph of this passage, can anybody read through it quickly and tell me what is the shape of the leaf? Okay, somebody sent a chat. Oval, correct, Dheeraj. It's oval. Okay, where do you find this? Perfect, Srinu. It's oval. Kunal, that's right, it's oval. Perfect. So it is available in the first paragraph of the passage. All right. If people you don't find this, if you did not find this, I'll guide you where it is. Just read through the first 5 paragraphs of the the first 5 sentences of the paragraph. You'll come to this particular answer. The nutmeg tree, Mystica fragrans, is a large evergreen tree native to Southeast Asia until the late 18th century. It only grew in one place in the world, a small group of islands in the Banda Sea, part of the Moluccas or Spice Islands in northeastern Indonesia. The tree is thickly branched with dense foliage of tough dark green oval leaves. All right, that's where you find it. Now, the best part about the note exercise is you will find each and every answer after it'll be in a serial order. Basically, the answers will be in a serial order. All right, you don't have to worry about the answers coming from initially from the second paragraph, then it'll revert to the first paragraph, the next question. Not like that. Everything will be in a serial order. All right. Now the second question. Let's go to the second question. The dash surrounds the fruit and breaks open when the fruit is ripe. All right. Srinu says it's aril. Can anybody else tell me what it is? Fleshy husk. Okay, Ashrit, I believe a fleshy husk is good. Kunal, husk is good. Srinu, why do you think it's aril? Could you just unmute and talk to me? No problem. If you're wrong, also no issues. Just talk to me. Srini, could you unmute and talk to me, ma? All right. The answer many of you have given husk, fleshy husk. Srinu has given aril. All right. Now, hello. All right. Now, if you look at the question properly, yes, Renu, tell me, ma.
Sir, it says that surrounded by lacy red or crimson covered called aril.
All right. So, could you repeat that once again? There was a lot of disturbance from your end. Could you repeat that once again, ma?
Sir, it says that surrounded by a lacy red or crimson covering called aril.
Okay. So, what you're saying is that the fruit is encased in a fleshy husk. When the fruit is ripe, this husk splits into two halves. All right. And then you're talking about inside is a pulpy brown, a shiny seed, and like that you're talking about. Is that right? All right. Look at the question once again. Yeah, Deepak, tell me, ma. All right. The answer is husk. The husk surrounds the fruit and breaks open when the fruit is ripe. Now, in this case, when you look at it, you have the fleshy husk. Ashrit, you given the right answer, but unfortunately, we have to use only one word over here. All right. So the answer would be husk. If it is 2 words or 3 words, then you can think about what you can think about the combination of how you want to give your answer. All right. But as of now, we have to use only one word. The instruction for this particular list is only one word. So please use the appropriate word. Okay. So now you may ask me why can't I write this as 2 words over here? All right. As per the instruction, it has to be one word. But in case you write fleshy husk, what's going to happen is that the tutor is going to, or the examiner is going to just mark it wrong. All right. So let's not go away from the instruction. Okay, if they say one word, please write one word. If they ask for two words and you find two words, then you can write two words. All right. Next, the dash is used to produce the spice nutmeg. Indicators over here. The indicators are used to produce the spice nutmeg. What is used to produce the spice nutmeg? Okay, I got answers. All right, Deepak, that's good. Kunal, Mace, okay. Ashrit, Crimson. All right, look at the question again, ma. Just look at the question once again. Okay. Something is used to produce this particular nutmeg. What is it? Again. All right. Who's this? Deepak, can you tell me where you found this? Could you just tap in the chat, write in the chat as to where you found this, which particular part of the paragraph? All right. Shall we read where exactly we found this thing? All right. So over last two lines of the first para. Perfect, ma'am. Perfect. These are the sources of the two spices, nutmeg and mace. The former being produced from the dried seed, and the later from the aril. So you're perfect, ma. You're right, Kunal. So it's going to be seed. Okay. Understand this. Do you see any plural over here? Dried seed. Do you see any plural over here, or is it only a singular version of the seed they've given us? They've given us only singular version of the seed. So when you're writing the answer, ensure that you write the exact word what you see in the paragraph. Sometimes out of habit, when we think of a seed, we think about multiple seeds. So we just write SEEDS, and even then the answer would be wrong. All right, like Deepak, previously you wrote seeds and everything, correct? Dried seeds. But if you look at the paragraph, it is clearly showing that it is only a singular word, seed. Okay, so you have to be a little careful about how the word appears, how to copy that word. All right, copy the word as it is. Do not write anything extra. All right, and when you're writing over here all these things, please ensure that you write in all caps. Okay, everyone, this is to everyone. When you're writing over here, when you're writing any word from the paragraph, write it exactly. But here we got two words. Perfect, Dheeraj. That's a very good question. All right. So we have two words over here, dried seed. Now, that is correct. What you're saying is correct. Dried seed, we got two words. But the instructions that is given from the by the IELTS faculty is we have to use only one word. So let's say if I remove dried, does seed still hold a value? The seed is used to produce the spice nutmeg. Does it still hold? Does it still make sense? Yes, Dheeraj? Okay. So what do you want to use? You want to use both the words together? All right. So in that case, if you want to use both the words together, all right, put a hyphen between both. Put a hyphen, dried hyphen seed. All right, it will still be counted as one word because you put a hyphen in between. Understand this. When you write dried seed, there is a gap between both the words, correct? Now, do not keep that gap when you write the hyphen. When you write the hyphen, just continue that particular hyphen as a extension of uh, as a bridge between both the words, but do not give any space between them. Okay, dried hyphen seed. You can do that, but again, the appropriate word we have to use over here is seed as per IELTS. All right. So anyway, uh, it's up to you how you want to work on it, but it makes sense to use seed. That is what they wanted, and that is what the answer is also. So let's go into the fourth one, the fourth question. The covering known as the aril is used to produce what? Look at the indicators. The covering known as the aril is used to produce what? Yes, Dheeraj. That's good. That's good. That's good. Anybody else? Okay. Kunal, why do you think it's nutmeg? Just read the last two sentences and tell me again. Would you like to change your answer or do you want to keep it at nutmeg? Kunal, I'm talking to Kunal. Because aril is inside the nutmeg. Okay, let's read the sentence and then let's discuss this, Ma. Is that okay? All right. So we'll start off with when the fruit is ripe, the husk splits into two halves along a ridge running the length of the fruit. Inside is a purple brown shiny seed, 2 to 3 centimeters long by about 2 centimeters across, surrounded by a lacy red or a crimson covering called an aril. These are the sources of the two spices, nutmeg and mace, the former being produced from the dried seed and the latter from aril. Read the last sentence and tell me if you understood this. These are the sources of the two spices, nutmeg and mace, the former being produced from the dried seed and the latter from aril. What is produced from the dried seed? We answered that in the previous question. What is answered? What is given in the previous question? The dash is used to produce the spice nutmeg. Okay. The covering known as aril is used to produce what? If you look at this, if you look at this particular sentence, all right. Before I proceed, does anybody have any other answer? Dheeraj has given mace. Kunal has given nutmeg. Anybody else has given any answer? Just type in the chat, ma. Anybody has any other answer? All right. Kunal, do you see the last sentence, ma? All right. In the last sentence, yes. So in the last sentence, if you read that sentence properly, okay, if you read that particular sentence properly, uh, these are the sources of two spices, nutmeg and mace. So what are the two spices of nutmeg and mace? The former being, what is called as former over here? Nutmeg. Former is what? Nutmeg is being produced from the dried seed, correct? And the latter from aril. So latter means what? The next one. We already spoke about nutmeg. Now we are talking about the next one. What is the next one? What is the next spice? That is mace. All right. Latter is nothing but it's the next one or the last part. Is that clear, ma? So if you read that line again, these are the sources of the two spices, nutmeg and mace. How are nutmeg and mace found out, are prepared? The first one, the former is the first one, being it is produced from the dried seed. All right. And the second one or the latter, okay, or the last is produced from aril. Now, if you go to the question over there, the covering known as the aril, okay, we are talking about aril, is used to produce what? Maize. Is that clear, ma? Good, good, good. All right. Now, yesterday we have done one session in true, false, not given. Correct? We are going to do that again. Questions 5 to 7. True, false, not given. True is it is available in the statement. False is it is opposite to what the statement is given. Not given is basically it is not given. Okay, they may write part truth, and the rest of the rest half of the sentence will not be able to find any information on that. Okay, so we have to be careful as to what this is. Now, yesterday we have done this one, and I believe who was that? I think Kunal, you were the one who spoke yesterday, right? The first one. In the Middle Ages, most Europeans knew where nutmeg was grown. If I'm right, it was Kunal, or who was that yesterday? Deepak. Correct, correct. Sorry, Deepak. My mistake. So, in the Middle Ages, most Europeans knew where the nutmeg was grown, and we have gone and we checked over there that people from the European nation didn't know the place where the nutmeg existed. Okay, so the answer was false. Now let's go to the second one, please. The VOC. Now the indicator over here is that let's read the question and then I'll tell you where to search for it. The VOC was the world's first major trading company. So they're talking about VOC. All right. Now let's see where VOC is available. Go through it quickly. First one is false, Dheeraj. Correct. First one is false. We are going to the second one. The VOC is the world's first trading company, major trading company. Okay. Now, where is this VOC? It's available in the fourth paragraph. Correct? All right, Deepak. So you're saying it's not given. Srinu is saying it's not given. Dheeraj, you spoke about the first question or the second question? Okay. All right. The answer is not given. All right. The reason is, let's look at the indicator over here. The VOC. Okay, that's the indicator. So we have to find where this VOC was. It was the world's first major trading company. They're given us world's first major trading company. And when we read in that paragraph, let's see whether they clearly say it's the world's first trading company or not. In 1602, Dutch merchants founded the VOC, a trading corporation better known as the Dutch East India Company. By 1617, the VOC was the richest commercial operation in the world. The company had 50,000 employees worldwide, a private army of 30,000 men, and a fleet of 200 ships. At the same time, thousands of people across Europe were dying of the plague, a highly contagious diseases, and etc. They're given. All right. Now they say that it is one of the richest commercial operations in the world. But did they indicate anything like this was the world's first major trading company? No, they haven't indicated anything. So that's the reason why this particular question is not given. They clearly state that it's a major trading company. See, you may argue. They clearly state that it's one of the richest commercial operations. So it's a big trading company. Obviously, yes. But did they indicate anywhere that it's the first one? The answer is no. Clear? Is that clear, Dheeraj? Perfect, ma. Now let's go to the third one. Following the Treaty of Breda, the Dutch had control of all islands where nutmeg grew. Now identify the keyword over here. Following the Treaty of Breda. Now there's something called as Treaty of Breda. So you have to identify in the paragraph where this Treaty of Breda is. The Dutch had control of all the islands where the nutmeg grew. Okay, so we can see it's in the following paragraph, the Breda Islands. That was the indicator, correct? All right, Kunal, I think I got your answer. What about others? What do you think it is? All right, Deepak. Anybody else? Anybody else? Srino? Arshit? Don't worry if you're wrong also, nothing to worry. Okay, we're all learning over here. Vijay, Durga, perfect. All right, well done. So this is true. Now, when you're writing true, false, not given, always write it in the same format. If you want to write the full format, TRUE, please write TRUE. Okay, or if you want to write false, FALSC, write the full version if you want to write it. Not given also, you can do the same thing. Otherwise, you can just write capital T, capital F, and NG. NG is for not given. Okay, so it saves time for you people. All right. Is that clear, everyone? Just work. Just send me a emoji or whatever that is called reactions. Yes. Perfect, Kunal. Thank you, Deepak. All right. So we have completed 1 to 7 questions. Now, if you go to the next page, you will come across another question. Questions 8 to 13. Correct? Now, initially when we before we started reading the paragraph, the indicator for the passage was questions 1 to 13 will be from this particular passage. It was given there, correct? The same thing now. We are completing the next part of the questions, 8 to 13. Now, this is a table. Look at the instructions, please. Look at the instructions. This is a table. Complete the table below. Choose one word only. Again, choose one word only. If you feel that you want to use 2 words over there, please put a hyphen. It becomes 1 word. Okay? But try to avoid that as much as possible. Try to use the appropriate word. Is that clear? All right. Now, this table is divided into two columns. All right. In one column, in the first column, that is towards the left, they're given you some eras. They're given you some ages. Middle Ages, 16th century, 17th century, late 18th century. Okay. Now these are your indicators telling you which paragraph to look for. You have read through some paragraphs as of now, correct? So you'll have a fair bit of an idea as to where exactly you'll find, you'll come across 16th century, 17th century, 18th century, or the Middle Ages. Okay. Now let's go through each question. The first indicator, Middle Ages, the first row. Okay, it shows Middle Ages in one part of the column, and the second part of the column, it says nutmeg was brought to Europe by the. All right, Deepak, got your answer. Anybody else? Yes, Kunal, got the answer. Okay, anybody else? Anybody else? Good, good, Srinu. Good, 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 good. Perfect, ma. Perfect. Now, can you tell me whether it is Arabs or Arab? Are you sure, Vijay Durga? It is Arabs. Deepak, try not to make mistakes like that. Okay, these are some mistakes that actually cost us not getting any marks. All right, Vijay. Thank you so much. So everybody, please understand, it is Arabs, not Arab. All right. Good, good, good. Now let's go to the 17th century. 16th century is already given. There is no fill in the blanks, nothing like that. All right. Now let's go to the 17th century. In 17th century, they have given us a few points. Demand for nutmeg grew as it was believed to be effective against the disease known as the. Okay, so all right, Kunal, that's good. Anybody else? All right. Anybody else? Thank you, Dheeraj. Thank you, Deepak. Anybody else? Perfect, perfect. So the answer is the plague. All right, plague. Good. Let's go to the next part. Again, the indicator is 17th century, so we don't have to roam away from there. All right. What is the 10th question? Okay. Put dash on nutmeg to avoid it being cultivated outside the islands. So something happened. The Dutch, okay, you have to look at what the Dutch have done over here to take control of the Banda Islands, then restricted the nutmeg production to a few areas. These are the indicators. After which, they put something on the nutmeg to avoid it being cultivated outside the islands. We need to find that, correct? So what is it they've done? They put on the nutmeg. Okay, Dheeraj, you're saying lime. Good. Anybody else? Lime. Good. Kunal, that's nice. Deepak, lime. Good. Anybody else? Perfect, Vijaya. Perfect. All right. Well done, guys. So it is lime. All right. Let's go to the next question. The next question is all right. So we're coming to the next question, which is, where is this question? Okay. After they put the lime on nutmeg to avoid it being cultivated outside the islands, they finally obtained the island of dash from the British. Well done, Dheeraj. Anybody else? Anybody else? Okay. Do you want me to read the paragraph where you found it? All right. One of this is available in 1, 2, 3, 4, fifth paragraph. It is available in the middle. There was only one obstacle to Dutch domination. One of the Banda Islands, a silver land, where is this? One of the silver land called Run, only 3 kilometers long by less than 1 kilometer wide, was under the control of the British. After decades of fighting for control of this tiny island, the Dutch and the British arrived at a compromise settlement, the Treaty of Breda. All right. In 1667, intent on securing their hold over every nutmeg producing island. The Dutch offered a trade. If the British would give them the island of Run, they would in turn give Britain a distant and much less valuable island in North America. The British agreed, etc., etc. So this clearly shows that after so much of fighting and everything, both of them arrived at a particular compromise, and then the island was handed over to the Dutch. All right. Next, in late 18th century, the last two parts of this question. Late 18th century, 1770. Okay, that's another indicator for us to search for. Nutmeg plants were secretly taken to where? Where were the nutmeg plants taken to secretly? Okay, Deepak. Anybody else? Perfect. It's Mauritius. Perfect. Perfect. Check for the spellings, all of you. All right. You're giving the right answers, but always keep track of your spellings. It's very important. All right. Then, in 1778, half the Brenda Islands nutmeg plantations were destroyed by a next one, Deepak. Okay. 1778. All right, Dheeraj. All right, Arshit. Deepak, would you like to change that, or would you like to stick to your answer? Would you like to read the paragraph again? And would you like to change your answer, or you're going to stick to the same answer? All right. What are you going to change it to? Perfect. All right. Everyone, Dheeraj, Deepak, Ashrit, all of you got the answer right. It is a tsunami. It is a tsunami. All right. Well done. Now, what we are going to do is we are going to go into the reading passage 2 now. Before we go there, can all of you tell me if you have done this book before? If you have done this book before, please give a reaction as to yes, I've done it. Okay, Deepak. Okay, Dheeraj. Okay, Ashrit. Vijaya, what about you, ma? Srinu, perfect. Kunal, good. Anybody else? All right. Guys, even before I could read the question, okay, you people went through the paragraph very quickly, if I'm correct. Yes, or were you reading the question along with me and then you're going into the answer, into the paragraph? What did you do to find your answer so fast? Okay, before I started, you went through the paragraph or you went through the question, Deepak? Okay, that's a good strategy, ma. That's a good strategy. How about others? Okay, so that's a good strategy, searching the keywords. So you're trying to find the indicators as to where you have to search or what you have to search, and then you're also once you understand the question, then you attack the passage. That's a good one. Finding the keywords in the passage. All right, Kunal, very good. So was it easy to find the keywords in the passage? I'm asking everyone. Was it easy to find the keywords in the passage? Good, good, good. I like this. I like this confidence. Well done. Well done. All right. So we'll quickly go through reading passage 2. All right. And then we'll see what kind of questions we are coming across. And we'll do this as a homework. All right. Okay. So let's go into reading passage number 2. You can see over here. You should spend about 20 minutes on the questions 14 to 26. So it clearly gives us how many questions we are going to get. 14 to 26. That's approximately 13 questions, which are based on reading passage 2 below. And if you look at the title of the passage, it's called driverless cars, and each passage is indicated as A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. So approximately 7 passages are given to us. All right. Now, if you go to the questions, if you turn the pages and go to the questions 14 to 18. All right. Now, here, if you look at the instructions, read passage number 2. Reading passage 2 has 7 sections, A to G. We already know that. Which section contains the following statements? Write the correct letter A to G in the boxes 14 to 18 on the answer sheet. All right. Now, what they're asking us is they're giving us some statements, okay, some summary or summary of the passages, and they're asking us to find out whether it is given in that particular passage or not. All right. And did they mention over here that you can use the letters? You can use the letters A to G more than once. They haven't. Correct. So be careful on that. If they haven't given you any more instructions that you can utilize the alphabets A to G more than once, you don't have to worry about, oh, again I have to go back to passage number A or B or C or G, like that. Okay, you can once you finish A, you can forget about that particular passage. You can go to the next passage, B or C or D, whatever passage it is. Once you clear that passage, you can forget about those two passages and you can go to the next one. That is the easiest way to attack and work on this particular problem. All right, let's see if I'm proven wrong over here. Okay, whether A or any alphabet is repeated over here or not. Shall we see that? All right, let's go to the first question. Question number 14. Reference to the amount of time when a car is not in use. So they're asking us, we have to check for the paragraph where it references or it tells us about the amount of time when a car is not in use. Okay, guys, can you tell me which paragraph it is? It's a reference, ma. Dheeraj, it's a reference. Yeah, parked. Okay, good. Now, under which paragraph does this come? All right, Arshit, Dheeraj, good. Anybody else? All right. So the answer is C. Both of you are right, Ashrit and Dheeraj. It's good. The answer is C. Let's go into question number 15. Mention of several advantages of driverless vehicles for individual road users. All right, we'll have to see where this particular paragraph is. The question again. Mention of yeah, give me a second, ma. I'll just repeat the question. Okay. Mention of several advantages. Okay, I couldn't see that advantages before. Mention of several advantages of driverless vehicles for individual road users. There are several advantages of driverless vehicles for individual drivers. Okay, where was that mentioned? Which paragraph was that mentioned? All right. So, Deepak, okay, for everyone, I'll give you a small hint. Check out the first two paragraphs. Sorry, the first two alphabets, A and B. All right, Kunal, are you sure about this answer? All right, Deepak. Perfect, Kunal. Perfect. Well done. Well done. Well done, Deepak. That's the right answer. It's B. Could you tell me what was the advantage? Okay, no issues. If you don't want to, if you don't have the time to do that, not a problem. Productive, that's good. All right. So I'll leave the rest of the three to as a homework for you people. Let's go into 19th and 22nd questions quickly.
Issue. He'll be joining sometime.
Yeah, guys, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? All right. Perfect, ma. Perfect. Thank you. Sorry, some issue with the internet, I believe. So that's the reason why it logged me out. Anyway, I'm going to give this entire chapter as a homework for you people. All right. This and the next passage. I'll give this as a homework. Complete it, and tomorrow I want you to check the answers with me. Understand, this book also has the answer key in the last pages. I do not want you people to look at that immediately. Is that clear? Perfect, ma. So just write the answers and everything, and then I'll post tomorrow once we come into the class. Once we join together, I will post the answers on the WhatsApp group, or else I'll post it on the WhatsApp group. So you can have a let's check out how many answers we got correct. All right, and then we'll work on the other part of the reading test. Okay, so we'll quickly go through. We'll quickly go through the questions 19 to 22. All right. Now, questions 19 to 22. You have to complete the summary below. As you can see over here, the instruction for the question is very clear. Choose no more than 2 words from the passage for each answer. Okay, write your answers in boxes 19 to 22 on your answer sheet. All right. So how many words we are supposed to use? At max is 2 words. Now you can ask me a question. So what about if I get only one word for that answer? You can still write it. No issues. All right? Perfect. Then, so if you look at this particular summary, it starts from the impact of driverless cars. All right, and then it starts from figures from the transport research what is this? I can't see proper. Laboratory indicate that most motor accidents are partly due to. So they given you one sentence stating that it is from some statistics. Figure synonym is also called can also be called as a statistic or the charts. All right. So be aware of the synonyms over here. Not only in summary completion, but in every part of your reading, you just have to be aware of the synonyms. That means similar words. All right. So just be careful and you attempt this particular question. If you get one word, write one word. If you feel that these are two words, please write them as two words. Clear? All right. Then can we go into questions 23 and 24? All right. In questions 23 and 24, they're given you one statement and they want you to choose two answers, two relatable answers to that. All right. Write the correct letters in the boxes 23 and 24 on your answer sheet. Okay. Now, which two benefits of automated vehicles does the writer mention? So you have to write what he thinks are the right options, what his views are on this automated vehicles. Two benefits. The writer in the passage, the question claims that the writer gave gave many benefits, but what are the write any two benefits of what the writer thinks of automated vehicles? So that you have to write over here. Now here you have to choose the alphabets only. You're not supposed to write the entire statement. Choose the alphabets. Okay, clear on that? Good. Same thing with 25 and 26 as well. All right. Same thing with 25 and 26. Then can we go to the next passage, reading passage 3? All right. In reading passage 3, they indicate the instruction is you will have questions from 27 to 40. Okay, questions 27 to 40. So all the questions from 27 to 40 will come only from this passage. You don't have to go into passage 1 or 2 or 3 or whatever it is. Just from reading passage 3, it will come. Okay. Now the title of this is what is exploration. So basically, they're trying to explain about what exploration is. Okay. Then if you go into the questions, turn the pages and go into questions 27 to 32. These questions are called as multiple choice. All right. These are called as multiple choice. Now, if you look at questions 37, I believe we have done questions 37 yesterday. 37 we did, or sorry, 27. If you look at questions 27, the writer refers to visitors to New York to illustrate the point that. So the writer wants to tell something about tell something to the visitors to New York about some options he has given us, A, B, C, D. So this is a multiple choice question. 27 to 32 are all multiple choice. You have to choose the appropriate letter for this particular questions. Okay, is that clear, ma? Good. Be careful over here because the answers would almost be similar. So you just have to identify the right keyword and choose the right answer. Fine. Then 33 to 37. Okay, match the following. The next page, 33 to 37, is match the following. They're giving you some statements. These are 5 statements, and they're giving you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 33, 34, 5 statements, and they're given you a list of explorers. 5 explorers they're given you. But look at the instructions, please. Look at the following statements, questions 33 to 37, and the list of explorers below. Match each statement with the correct explorer, A to E. All right? Then write the correct letter A to E in boxes. All right? And then they given you something, another instruction they given you. You may use any letter more than once. Okay, so be very careful over here. You can utilize the a similar alphabet for any number of questions. You can use A, you can use B for more than one answer. All right, so be very careful on this particular thing. Then we go into questions 38 to 40. Okay, in 38 to 40, the instruction is very simple. No more than 2 words. Clear? No more than 2 words. So write the answer that you think is correct. If you feel that only one word is correct, please write it. If you feel that 2 words are correct, write it. If there are 3 words, please be careful. Okay, and choose the right word, answer. Only 2 words at max, not more than that. All right. So these are your homework for today. Please do not check your answers at the back of the answer sheet. From the next exercise onwards, we can I'll leave that to you all. So in case you come across any issues, we can have a look at it. Okay, but tomorrow also we'll practice one more reading session, and then we'll go. I'll leave you all to this. Okay, the next week onwards, we are going to work on the speaking front. All right, and I want all of you all to find a nice quiet place so that we can interact with each other without any background noise. Is that okay, Ma? Is that okay? All right, Deepak, only you are saying that, and I like it, but what about others as well? All right, Kunal, thank you. Okay, so so this is your homework for today. Work on your. Thank you, Srin. Thank you. So work on your exercise for today, and tomorrow onwards, after tomorrow's class, I'll leave you all for this. Okay, and then we'll take it from there, Ma. All right. So all the best for this. Please do not check your answers and attempt these questions. All right, and all the best to you all. So I hope everybody enjoyed your sessions today. Perfect. Thank you so much. So I'll see you all tomorrow evening. Okay. Any questions you have, please do let me know tomorrow. All right, and then I'll try to answer. I'll answer it as much as possible. Okay. All right, guys. Take care and have a good night.